Hi, welcome to another video. I'm going to show you some stuff that I got added to my Depeche Mode collection this week. I'm also going to revisit a disc from last week to kind of correct myself, and I'm going to show you some dead formats. Well, they're all dead formats, aren't they? Let's face it, Spotify's taken over the world. But anyway, for collectors like us, we love the dead formats. So, first of all, a correction from last week. I showed you photographic memories, but what I didn't do is actually show you the disc, which is a nice red splatter vinyl. So pretty sweet, I think. And this is these recordings, early tracks from the broadcast from Basel, Switzerland, 30th of November 1984. And there's plenty of bootlegs based on the recording. And I said this was incomplete, you didn't get all the tracks. But if you combine it with the sister disc, I'll call it, Some Great Rewarding Concert, then you do end up with pretty much the full set list. I'll show the set list on the screen, and you can see what's happened with this is they've chopped it up and put it onto 2 discs, which isn't great, but at least you do get all the tracks. I do have other bootlegs in my collection, which I'll pop up on the screen as well. At least 2 of the same recordings, but they're all incomplete. There is a CD called Performance, a 2 CD set bootleg that has got the full set list in the right order, I think, as well. But there's speed issues on it, so it sounds a bit slow during playback, which isn't great. These don't, and yeah, I like the splatter vinyl. So that was a red one, and I've showed you this before, but this is a nice blue one. Well, saying nice, it's not the best I've ever seen, but it's pretty cool. It's mostly white with bits of blue in it, to be fair. I bought these separately and kind of didn't realise the significance that they're supposed to be bought as a pair, really. I don't know why they just didn't. Well, I do, so they can make more money. They didn't sell them as a double album, like I say, because they can probably make more money out of them being single disc albums. So that's some stuff you've potentially already seen, onto something that I haven't showed you before, which is a double live album. And this is from 2009, a concert in Hamburg, Germany. And this is Tour of the Universe. So very similar to that, the Live Here Now CD set that you can get. This may well be based on one of the CDs, and it sounds pretty good. It's got the set list is pretty great. Hopefully you can read those there. And the discs, they're not coloured, but who cares? They sound good. They're just black vinyl with different coloured labels on, which is quite cute. I think it follows the Sounds of the Universe album in that respect. Sound quality is pretty good for a bootleg. This one's trying hard to pretend it's an official mute release because it has got the old Walking Man logo, which is a bit of a giveaway really because it's the old logo. It's not contemporary 2009, that's for sure. But yeah, good set. And then just one 12-inch today, which I got vinted, which is a CU 12-inch from France. Quite a unique cover. It's got "Now This Is Fun" written on the cover as well, which is the B-side, which I've not seen before. You can tell it's from France because it's got the V on here for Vogue. This is before they went on to Virgin. No barcode because obviously it's back in the early 1980s. This plays at 33 speed, which is kind of weird. Came with a contemporary, quite smelly Vogue inner sleeve, and then the record label itself is quite plain, but yeah, nice to see these different logos on the Depeche Mode discs. So I promise you some more dead formats. Doesn't get deader than this, I don't think. Well, actually it does, and I'll show you how dead it can get. Yeah, bizarrely, Depeche Mode released some Sony UMD discs. So there's a Depeche Mode 101, and these are little kind of mini disc things which play on a Sony PSP handheld console. There was about 4 generations of Sony PSP consoles. I never had one. Yeah, they're quite cute. And just why you'd want to watch 101 or listen to 101 on a tiny little screen is beyond me, but they seem to think it was a good idea. So there's 4 of these UMD mini discs for Depeche Mode collectors to collect. There's 101. There's One Night in Paris from the Exciter tour. And there's Playing the Angel. And then finally, the one I haven't got is Devotional. So if you've got a copy of Devotional or UMD disc for Sony PSP handheld, please let me know and I'll make you a generous offer. That will complete my set of 4. And then even deader, perhaps, even deader than UMD discs are mini discs. I got another one to add to my collection of 1, which was Exciter. And this is the classic album that got me into it. Got me into Depeche Mode back in the day, back in 1985. The singles, 81, 85. As you can see, this is the rebranded one that they re-released alongside the singles 86, 98. And it's got all the really early hits on, up to Shake the Disease and It's Called the Heart. And these are very cute little things. I think this sort of music is perfect to play on mini disc, being so electronic, even if it is analog electronics. You get the little track listing on the back of the disc. Don't know why you would want to see that, but I suppose it's in case you lose the larger case. Yeah, it's quite cute, little inlay. Let's have a look at the inlay. The smallest little booklet. Well, that's quite unique. I've not seen that before. That picture, unless I'm misremembering. Yeah, so that's pretty cool to have in the collection. And next week I'll show you another one that's on its way. Right, now for something completely different. So first of all, because they had an offer on, you could get this for a tenner if you bought something else. Numbered 318, Mute Tonal Evidence. It's got Jaco on it, High, Nicholas Borgieff, Ben Frost, Sunroof, Punchbag, Nick Harvey and Amanda Acevedo, Lieback, Mark Stewart, Jan Terran, Quinquist featuring Desire Mares, and Cold Specs. So that's pretty cool. Enjoy listening to that later. And then the thing I actually really wanted was the new edition of Supernature Goldfrapp. This is a 20th anniversary 2LP Deluxe edition, Half Speed Bastard. So let's have a look inside here. So cool. So that's the full length peacock dress image. Pretty smart. And then there's the normal album, and there's a disc of new remixes. So this is the normal album, I think, with the lyrics on one side. Oh, nice. What they're calling a peacock vinyl. Pretty sweet. That's the apple on the back there. Oh, nice packaging, I have to say. There's another shot of the apple. This is the remixes. So they've got beautiful Richard X extended rework, number 1, Alan Brakes and Fred Falk club remix, You Never Know Goldfrapp remix, Ooh La La Phones re-edit, Coco Sun's signature remix, Let It Take You Goldfrapp remix on this disc. Another lovely looking vinyl. Very cool. So this was a pre-order on Mute Bank. I'm sure it's available now on Amazon or whatnot. No, I'll be listening to that later. See, it's not all Depeche Mode. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you again next week. Cheers.